This is it. This is the race you probably all have been waiting for. Today, as part of our Robert Kubica 2011 mini-season in Amos 2, we will be recreating the iconic Canadian Grand Prix 2011. This race needs no introduction, and as we were just gaining momentum by winning in Monaco, let's not waste our time talking nonsense you're probably skipping through anyway. Let's head trackside after taking a very quick look at the starting grid, and it was Red Bull that locked out the front row as they are looking to extend their lead in the Constructors' Championship. We start only from P11, but looking at the conditions, who knows what happens. After all, we know you can win this race even if you ran dead last at some point. Just ask Jenson Button.
Okay, then here we go. Let's rewrite history. In this, wow, Canadian Grand Prix 2011. It's a bit of a cautious getaway. Gets really tight into these opening sequence of corners, as it usually does. In Canada, on this track, oh damn. Down to 15th, there is contact with, I think that was Alguersuari. As everyone is very cautious on the throttle there. Ooh, not the cleanest opening lap, but there is an opportunity, maybe, trying to slip past Felipe Massa, who also had a terrible qualifying and start to this race. Oh, that was a big dive bomb. I didn't even intend to go for this, but, well, it was kind of a situation I forced myself into as well. Finding these braking spots is really difficult. And once again we made contact with someone. I think that was Kobayashi. Oh, very sorry for that driving here in the opening lap, because this is really not good. We haven't taken any damage from that. And now, yeah, better safe than sorry. Into the final chicane. Someone went deep there. This is Sergio Perez. Okay, P14. There is an opportunity into turn 1 against Massa. Oh, and this time it works. And against Perez maybe as well. Yes, because the wet racing line. Oh, we just both passed Perez. Massa is still there. Oh, some awesome battling here in lap 1 as we finally go past Massa. Whew, now it's who's that? Di Resta and Buemi. This would already be for the top 10, but there is Massa once again trying to force his way through the tires, the front tires especially. Going really cold right now. Ooh. Oh, as we lock them a lot, making a bit of contact with Di Resta, we really need to be careful here. Maybe it's even worth to put the brake bias rearwards a little bit. Ooh. Well, that is not good, because in these conditions, Look at the state of our front tires because of that locking up there. And that is especially bad in this race because we might have to stop. Well, all the others, well, maybe they can nurse these wets to the end of this race. But it is still early, and yeah, we need to wait and see. And we need to figure out the our braking spots, because, well, in these conditions you can't really tell. Oh, there's an opportunity. We slip past Buemi side by side towards that first chicane we go. Oh, past Buemi, and there is an opening maybe against Di Resta. Not really though. Oh, he's really cautious on the throttle there. And this might be our opportunity. But bear in mind, careful here. This is where we locked our tires before. Oh, there's someone facing the wrong way. Who was that? I did not see that, but we are up into 10th. Yeah, and this is how the chaos begins. Our front tires have sort of a flat spot, plus they're ice cold. And now the ride's also starting to lose temperature. At the rate it is not decreasing, not at all. And yeah, we actually, I set the start time to be exactly like the Canadian Grand Prix 2011, and we won't have any red flag due to weather. We are gonna pull this through. And right now, we're even in the points. That is, of course, not what we expect after winning in Monaco, side by side with Sutil towards the, well, Sebastian Vettel 2019 chicane. This is where he had that off moment and received that controversial 5-second penalty. And this here is the Sebastian Vettel 2011 chicane, where he lost the race in the final lap to Jenson Button. What a race that one was. Let's see if we can repeat that here today in terms of excitement. Oh, big moment. I thought maybe being early on the throttle, now we have to defend against Massa. Round the outside he goes through, trying to take the wet line through the hairpin. Doesn't really give us an advantage. And now it's Sebastian Buemi just behind us. Oh, there is an opportunity against Massa as he ran very wide in turn 2. But not really, as we are both losing massive amounts of time here behind Adrian Sutil as we almost push Massa through that chicane. Oh, this bit here is very, very dangerous in these conditions. I can't see anything here. And again, and this time, surely this works, yes! I don't know why Massa is taking such a weird line. There, and we almost do the Sebastian Vettel and slide through that chicane, through the grass. We just caught it on the black stuff. Kept it on the black stuff. Caught our car and kept it on the black stuff. This is what I meant to say. As now, oh, there is an opportunity, come on! But getting the power down is such a difficult affair on this track. And once again, almost locking up here. Well, we even did lock up a bit, and the bad thing is that has not helped our tire situation, and... Whoa, running very wide through the hairpin. That will... Oh, it's not a chance for Massa to get back at us. Oh, but the front tires are now really looking not that great. And the bad thing is, because there is this long bridge there, there is a bit of, yeah, dry yard track where it's easier, or which makes locking up even more possible. Well, talking and driving is especially hard in these conditions. I think I best just shut up and see what I can do. Oh. Well, even being silent, it doesn't work, as you can see, so probably doesn't matter. Oh, come on. This is an opportunity. Can we make it? Through turn 1 we go, and finally we get rid of Paul Di Resta. Ah. Oh. Now that's a big relief, and let's see what lap times we can do. We are 17 seconds behind the race leaders. Bit of contact with the wall there. Shouldn't have been too bad though. Well, and after some laps of clean air, there is the next car that we arrived at. This is the second Force India. This is Adrian Sutil. Massa in the meantime passed Di Resta, but there's a big gap towards the Ferrari, so we have a bit of time trying to find a way through here. We're still quite a bit slower than the guys at the very front of the order. Oh. And now back to focusing to avoid stuff like this. Always out of the hairpin. There would be an opportunity, but we just don't get the power down early enough. Come on. Maybe this works. Yes, it does. Great. Oh, but there he is. Coming back again, Sutil. We got the corner done. And once again getting very, very, very close to that wall that we made contact with earlier, just after passing Di Resta, ironically. Making it past the second Force India. We almost crash into that wall again. Wow! Sutil. Didn't expect that to happen, to be very honest. Well, let's try it once again. Drifting around him. And this time... he's still trying to get back at us. Well, and now there is an interesting aspect to this race as well. Now, slowly, there's a bit of sun coming through. The track is slowly starting to dry after these heavy, heavy rainfalls. Nowhere near intermediate territory, but this could happen quite quickly. The temperature is slowly coming back to the rear tires. Not really at the front, but still. We could think about a switch to Inters late in this race, depending on where we are by that point. And of course, well, if there is a safety car, well, we could take a risk. Oh boy, that ain't good. Some traffic, I thought... No, this surely is not Schumacher. Well, of course it is not Schumacher. It is one of the slow Team Lotuses. That is getting on my nerves. Whoa. Well, and as we are coming out of the hairpin for the final time, we have to say that there didn't really happen much after we overtook Adrian Sutil. The track didn't really get any drier, as rain was still kind of falling, and I mean, the track was super soaked after these super heavy rainfalls. So, yeah, that is it. We finish in P8. But we finish, which I think is not was not to expect in these conditions. So at least a few points. We keep our streak of points finishing races running, and yeah, let's look at the point scorers for today, and of course at the championship standings.
And it was an absolute Sebastian Vettel and Red Bull masterclass as they finished 1-2 ahead of Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso. Also, both Mercedes in the points, so a good result for them, and Adrian Sutil adds to Force India's points tally. In the Drivers' Championship, that sees Sebastian Vettel take the lead ahead of his teammate Mark Webber and Fernando Alonso is in 3rd. We drop down to 4th, but we are not all that far away, and still ahead of both McLarens. Sutil and Alguersuari, the final drivers in the points. Petrov, well, he had a big chance of scoring points here today, but he spun out and messed that up for him. In the Constructors' Championship, Red Bull, of course, extended their lead with a 1-2. They are now ahead of McLaren and Ferrari in 3rd. Lotus Renault GP, our team, sits in 4th, just ahead of Mercedes Grand Prix. Then it is kind of a big gap to Sauber in 6th, with Force India in 7th on the same amount of points, and Toro Rosso, the final team that has already scored points so far, sits in 8th. And that has been it for the Canadian Grand Prix 2011. Sadly, not as exciting as the real one, but there is of course still more to come. The next race will be the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, so subscribe to not miss that, leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and I hope to see you all the next time. Until then, goodbye!